Did you see the beer?
No.
What do you mean no? Open the fridge and look.
I see nothing good. Nothing good at all.
What do you see?
Beast?
Open up the drawer. Wrong one.
Spam? Onion? Some Jenny? Alright.
I got you a McRib too.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Do you know what's in those?
Pork.
No.
Utorac though, that was good.
Everyone's like, what is Utorac? Happy Utorac! What is Utorac?
What language was that?
Romanian or something? Google it.
Who was it that asked me? They're like, what the f*** is Utorac?
Everybody asked that. I don't know.
Well, on that poster I made where it was just, I wrote Utorac and said Tuesday. I can't believe she gave me a grade on that. I guess it's Croatian.
Yours had the worst. It was just like it wasn't even half-assed. Half-assed.
Yeah, it was just a folder with a magic marker.
You literally took a folder and opened it and wrote with a Sharpie the days of the week in various languages. There's nothing else to it.
Me and Bobby were just talking about like the one class we had where like everybody had a paper due like at the end of the first week, and like as soon as everybody walked up and handed in their paper, the teacher was like, all right, if you did not do this in your first paragraph, just come up and take your paper back and you won't get a grade. And we looked at each other and just both of us stood up, went back and got our papers. We're the only ones.
That was that religion.
Yeah, remember when you came and took the take-home test?
Are you even in my class? No.
So which bison's which? Which one are you getting?
I don't play that game. Don't kill me.
I'm not gonna kill. No, it's not gonna be a big deal. But just
Still going?
I'm just reveling in the beauty here.
I'd pick up Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Shao Kahn is looking like a menace. That's awesome.
Street Fighter is unfamiliar territory for me.
Well, I can't be upset about it, but you'll just save yourself a lot of money, that's all.
What about
Figure arts.
So sick.
That's what sucks.
I didn't see the price on it because I was terrified.
I don't blame you. Yeah, there's figure arts. Dark side lights up too. Love it. Now, I'm not sure. The New Hope gloves are the ones with the horizontal stripes, which is right. But the cape on the inside belongs over the armor, if we're a New Hope. So I don't know which one this is, unless it's Rogue One and it's like a mix between all of them.
Yeah, it is Rogue One.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, then I don't know what the f I'm talking about.
These are Rogue One too, the troopers.
They look
I think
awesome.
that's why their faces are pushed in more. They look better in person.
Yeah, really.
I thought they were going to be like small.
I wasn't sure, like I don't know what they're made of. I'm imagining just the same plastic they use for like their vehicles and shit.
It's like they're made out of brick. We get Donnie.
Yeah. Yeah, he's sick for sure.
I'm on my way to work today. Chocolate bar.
Shit.
What you're seeing right now is just your typical standard driving shot. Lots of documentaries have shots of people driving because people need to go places. It's
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say it's the second most important tool, because I want to, the number one, you can't just say what's number one and just give it away, 'cause when you know what number one is, why are you going to continue watching?
To find out what 2 and 3 are.
So returned from New York Comic Con last night. I want to say it was like 2 in the morning when the train came in. I got home about 2:30 a.m. It's always a good time going down to the Comic Con. Got to meet up with a bunch of people as I usually do. A bunch of the ACBA guys. Got to peruse the con floor with DGDX animation. That was cool. And last night, one of my friends from college joined us out at Hooters, my favorite. But didn't come home empty-handed, as you can see. Got that new Super Saiyan Vegeta. Believe that's going to Mountain Man. And I got myself Whis from I can't even think of it, Dragon Ball Super Battle of Gods, all the new stuff. But yeah, originally I was going to give Whis to Mountain Man because he has Beerus. But then when I bought the Vegeta, I was like, well, he's also got the trunks that matches this, and I already have the premium colors Vegeta, so this is essentially the same figure I already have, just a newer, kind of better version. But whatever. I don't think he'll care either way, honestly, because it's like if I ever want to animate with him, I just can, so that's cool. Also, a little bit of behind the scenes from Godzilla Aftermath. Episode 5 is coming to a close here pretty soon. I got a few more things left to film, and then it's all about the editing. All the monster stuff is done, though, so it's really just the scenes with the humans, and, I got the fairies, the Chun-Li fairies over here. For anybody wondering, yeah, that's all green screen, because these figures, you can tell, are obviously the same size as, all the other figures, but you just shoot them against a green screen, or if you're cheap, in my case, you just get some poster board, and, you can work with it just like that. And the final result looks pretty good. But yeah, eventually, for those wondering and those keeping track, I am going to do a whole, between the frames kind of making of Godzilla Aftermath, actually, because ever since, the first episode, I was, keeping track of all the, the little behind-the-scenes footage and stuff. I would film stuff here and there, and I'm excited to get that done so that I can, I'm mostly excited just to get the stop-motion series done, and then do the behind-the-scenes thing kind of close to the release. So you can look out for that if you'd like, or if you don't care about any of that, you can wait until Aftermath gets uploaded in one long video, all the parts in one, kind of like I did with Collision. But yeah, some cool stuff coming up before I jump on the next project. There's that Frieza model I built last time. Got him fighting with Goku. As I mentioned, he fits in pretty well, if you consider it a final battle Frieza, where he's actually drawn to be a little bit bigger and bulkier and stuff. At Comic-Con, they had a bunch of these kits on display, fully built, and the size of them is closer to, it's a bigger scale than the figure art stuff, but some of them look like they could work in the same displays. Others would be a little out of place, but I don't know, you can fudge the scale a little bit and make it work for you if you're just displaying or whatever. They didn't have Mr. Satan on display, though. It's probably just as well, because I would have got arrested for trying to steal it, but either way, I am going to get that kit, and he'll be proudly displayed. I should buy 5 of them and put one in every room in this apartment.
Do you want to see more?
How many more are there? I've seen 12.
The one where you demonstrate the saw.
This is what you guys were laughing about the whole night, is how funny these are? That one word, it's just you cutting.
So what would you think if that was a documentary on TV?
I probably would have stopped watching it a while ago.
So this is that Bray Wyatt that I got for like $13 or whatever it was. I showed it in the last video. Opened them up. I like them. This is the first Elite Bray Wyatt I have. Actually, this is the first any Bray Wyatt I have. And I dig the apron and stuff. He's got the design on his tights, or not tights, his pants. Yeah, pretty cool though. I can dig it. I picked up this Rusev also, the Then Now Forever one. I don't like this screaming head that he has, so I'm gonna just switch it out with the basic because I got the Paul Bearer like Build-A-Figure series with just kind of a straight face, so I'm gonna put that on here. But I do like the gold and red on his trunks, and I didn't have the United States Championship yet, so I was like, I might as well get this figure and get the belt, have a nice Elite Rusev. I dig it. Once I get the head on there, I'm probably really gonna like it a lot more. And I also picked up Kevin Owens Elite, whatever series this is. I know this one had some complaints about it when it first came out. Like, people think his arms are too big, or whatever the case. And I'll be honest, it doesn't bother me. Like, he's got such a big upper body that I don't really notice his arms, especially when they're, like, down at his sides like that. But, you know, obviously if they had used smaller arms, I probably wouldn't mind that at all. The NXT belt looks nice. I like it's kind of a plain, straightforward design. I do like what they did on the back of the shorts here, where they kind of like cut it away a little bit so that you can bend the knee as far back as it goes. And I also like that they molded the knee pads on, because it would have been weird trying to get like the rubber, you know, the kind of more typical Mattel knee pads on there. But yeah, I dig this figure. For kind of a big guy, he moves around pretty good too, so he doesn't really lose any Elite articulation. Mine kind of has like, it's like he can move side to side a little bit. Like, it's not an ab crunch, it's more of like a diaphragm joint, like on a ball peg or something. I don't know if that's what it is, but either way, more articulation, so that's cool. They didn't have Samoa Joe. I was looking for him too. I would have got him as well if they had it, but overall, I'm happy with these guys. As I said, I'm going to do a head swap on him. But yeah, so this is like what's new for the wrestling stuff for me lately. Some good stuff.